Saudi Arabia, a land of golden deserts, towering skyscrapers, and holy cities that draw millions of pilgrims every year. A country famous for its oil wealth, ultra-modern mega-projects like NEOM, and strict adherence to tradition. But beneath this glittering image lies a reality that few outsiders truly understand. For LGBTQ+ people, Saudi Arabia is one of the most dangerous countries in the world. Public life is heavily monitored, personal freedoms are strictly limited, and being gay can carry consequences ranging from imprisonment to extreme punishment. In this video, we explore the laws, the culture, the hidden communities, and the experiences of LGBTQ+ individuals in Saudi Arabia. We examine what it means to live in secrecy, the risks travelers face, and how the country's history and politics shape its society today. This is not just a story of danger. It is a story of resilience, of hidden lives, and of the human spirit striving for freedom in a society that refuses to recognize it. Laws and legal risks. In Saudi Arabia, the law does not simply discourage homosexuality, it criminalizes it entirely. The legal system is based on Islamic Sharia law, which considers same-sex relationships a serious offense. Punishments can include imprisonment, public flogging, or, in extreme cases, the death penalty. Unlike in some countries where anti-LGBTQ+ laws exist but are rarely enforced, in Saudi Arabia they are actively upheld. Authorities monitor social media, dating apps, and even private gatherings. Any perceived deviation from the strict moral code can lead to arrest. This legal environment does more than regulate behavior. It forces individuals to hide their identity entirely. Many LGBTQ+ Saudis cannot live openly, cannot form public relationships, and often cannot express themselves even in private spaces. For foreign visitors, the law is equally clear. Open displays of affection between same-sex couples are not tolerated. Even innocent actions can be misinterpreted, creating a constant risk. Social and cultural attitudes. Social attitudes in Saudi Arabia are shaped by centuries of conservative religious practice. The country's interpretation of Islam emphasizes strict codes of morality, including prohibitions against homosexuality. In daily life, LGBTQ+ identities are often invisible. Families and communities may pressure individuals to conform to heteronormative expectations. Arranged marriages are common, and deviation from societal norms can result in ostracism, violence, or rejection. This social conservatism means that most LGBTQ+ people live double lives. Publicly, they conform to expected norms. Privately, they may seek connections and safe spaces, but always with the fear of discovery. Even in urban centers where some Western influences are visible, traditional values dominate. The tension between modernization and conservatism creates a society in which LGBTQ+ people are forced into silence. Despite the risks, LGBTQ+ life exists in Saudi Arabia. There are underground communities, secret gatherings, and online networks where individuals find connection and support. Social media plays a critical role in these hidden networks. Private groups on encrypted messaging apps allow young Saudis to communicate and build relationships. Dating apps are also used discreetly, although the risk of surveillance is always present. These communities operate in shadows, never openly, always with caution. They are vibrant, resilient, and courageous, but the danger of exposure is constant. Stories occasionally leak to the outside world. Saudis who have been caught, arrested, or forced to flee the country to seek asylum abroad. The existence of these hidden communities reveals a paradox. LGBTQ+ Saudis are forced into secrecy, yet they continue to find ways to connect, express themselves, and resist erasure. In recent years, Saudi Arabia has opened its doors to international tourists. The introduction of tourist visas, luxury resorts, and ambitious projects like NEOM signal a country eager to showcase its modernization. But for LGBTQ+ travelers, the risks remain very real. Same-sex couples cannot display affection in public. Gay travelers must avoid dating apps or any behavior that could draw attention. Even seemingly innocuous actions can carry consequences. Some travelers report that authorities often turn a blind eye to foreigners, But the law is clear and enforcement can be unpredictable. Awareness and discretion are essential for anyone visiting the country. Travel guides and online resources offer advice, but they cannot eliminate the inherent risk. The safest approach is to understand local norms, avoid public displays of same-sex affection, and always remain vigilant. Understanding the present requires examining the past. Unlike countries where anti-LGBTQ+ laws were imposed during colonial rule, Saudi Arabia's legal system is rooted in religious conservatism, specifically the Wahhabi interpretation of Islam. Throughout its history, the kingdom has maintained strict moral codes, emphasizing obedience, family honor, and religious adherence. These codes extend to sexual behavior, with severe penalties for perceived immorality. Politics also influence enforcement. Strict application of morality laws reinforces government authority and appeals to conservative segments of the population. LGBTQ+ rights are not considered in the political equation. Instead, the state prioritizes social control and religious conformity. The result is a society where laws, culture, and politics intertwine to create an environment in which LGBTQ+ people must remain invisible. Behind the laws and statistics are real people. Young men and women face daily decisions about who they can trust, what they can say, and how they can survive. Some attempt to live double lives, presenting a public facade while secretly pursuing love and connection. Others flee the country, seeking asylum in nations where they can live openly. Stories of courage and resilience emerge from hidden communities. People form networks, celebrate discrete milestones, and find ways to express themselves within strict limitations. These human experiences are a reminder that behind legal and political frameworks are lives deeply affected by fear, secrecy, and resilience. Saudi Arabia's treatment of LGBTQ+ people contrasts sharply with other countries. Saudi Arabia represents one extreme, a country where LGBTQ+ identities are criminalized, where secrecy is essential, and where the law and social norms combine to limit personal freedom. This contrast is stark for travelers. One day, they might witness the openness of a European city. The next, they could enter a society where their identity must remain invisible. Being gay in Saudi Arabia is a story of survival in the shadows. It is a life defined by caution, discretion, and resilience. For travelers, it is a warning and a lesson. Understanding the local context is not optional. It is essential for safety. For the LGBTQ+ community within the kingdom, it is a daily reality of courage and secrecy. Despite extreme restrictions, hidden networks continue to exist, connecting people and preserving identity in the face of danger. Saudi Arabia may present images of modernity and development, but for many, the truth is a life lived in silence. As we travel the world, we encounter societies of contrasts, places where freedom is celebrated, places where it is suppressed, and places in between. Understanding these realities is the essence of responsible travel. This is the truth about being gay in Saudi Arabia. A story not just of geography, but of human lives, courage, and the ongoing struggle for freedom.